Hi gardener friends, welcome to the channel. I'm Era and this is Gardening on Purpose. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're a subscriber, welcome back. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. I garden in Georgia, Zone 8A. I'm at Walmart. It's the first week in April and I'm checking out their plant inventory. First up, they've got hydrangeas. These are going to cost $24.94. These are hardy to zone 4. Really, really nice. Of course, depending on what your soil is looking like, these might be blue, these might be pink. These are the big leaf hydrangeas, the one that can't take the blazing sun. I have several of these in my yard and they do really, really well. They've got dahlias. These guys here are in a container. Looks like it's going to be 3 dahlias in here, $21.74. I'm in 8A, so some dahlias come back for me. Well, most dahlias come back for me. But I do notice that some dahlias, they're calling it an annual and some they're calling it a perennial. But for me personally, they do come back. $21.74 for a container with 3 of them in there. We've got a shade annual combo, $21.74. With begonia, creeping jenny, and a coleus. Nice. Then they have an annual combination of violas and what looks like candy tuft. Again, $21.74. They've got Gerbera daisies, $9.97, pretty much $10, guys. They have different colors. So you have this really nice pink. You have this yellow. Really, really nice. They have geraniums. A lot of folks love geraniums. These are going to be $7.88. This is what they look like. Got Calibrachoa, $4.97 for the Orange King. These are really great for hanging baskets and great for your containers. Lobelia, guys know I love blue, and they always have Lobelia, $4.97. This is the annual Lobelia, though. This will not come back for me here in Zone 8. They have Tradescantia here as well. This is $2.97, guys. Again, something that will be great in a hanging basket or a container. More containers here with this beautiful orange begonia. I absolutely love it. Really, really nice. Now, to tell you what the other plants are. So fern, I see a fern, I see the begonia, and I wonder if that one, is hypothesis? That one right there, guys, the one that begins with the H, that's this beauty here, because I recognize the others. And again, look how pretty this is, guys. Love this really nice pink. Really, really nice. Now, this one is saying asparagus fern, begonia premium, and Dracaena marginata. Really, really nice. Again, more containers here with even more of the beautiful Calibrachoa and possibly looks like probably a zinnia or something. Let's double check. It says Bacopa, Biden's Namid Early Yellow, Calibrachoa, and Dracaena. And then they have these single begonias with this really nice faint yellow, really nice faint coral, and this beauty here with these really pointy leaves. I love these. This is the pink double, $7.88. Look at this beautiful annual dahlia, guys. Really nice red and yellow. This is going to cost you $4.97 here at Walmart. Moving, guys, they have petunias in hanging baskets for $9.97. They have the purples and pinks. More of the Calibrachoa in a smaller container for $9.92. They have purples, pinks, and yellows. And then they have the individual petunias that are going to cost, well, not individuals, you've got like 4-pack for $3.27 for all these petunias. The petunias that I buy are the wave petunia, and I bought some already yellow at Home Depot. And these ones here, I prefer them over the ones that are not named because they just seem to do better for me. But either way, they're going to be annuals here in my zone. Saffron Finch petunia from the folks at Proven Winners is looking really, really nice. This is a really nice yellow, but this is going to cost you $6 whole, guys, for this annual. Yes, they will take you down to the frost. They will produce, so long as you trim them back like you're supposed to. They do really, really well. Right next to that guy here is what I believe is a polka dot plant. Let's see. This is the Hippo Rose Hypostas, I think it's called, but I think it's just another way of saying the polka dot plant. I'll correct myself if I need to. Again, an annual for me, $5.97. Even more of the Calibracoa guy. They seem to have a lot of these and they are beautiful. Definitely a great addition if you're working on a hanging basket or some sort of a container. We've got a whole bunch of celotias. These are annuals and they do reseed in my yard. Now, what I like about these is that they have all these really nice colors. They have the orange, they have the red, and they have the yellow. But one of the downsides to them is that if you don't deadhead them and they start looking kind of ratty after a while, so you definitely have to stay on top of these. These are going to be $3.27 for looks like it's going to be a 4-pack here at Walmart. They got this Amore. This one here is the Amore brand of the Petunia Hybrid. These guys, if you like that kind of design. So a lot of petunias and a lot of celotias for sure here at the first week in April. To the perennials, guys, we have some Alstroemeria, also known as Peruvian lily. These are going to be $17.97 in a pretty big pot. I think it's worth it. These guys here do really, really well for us in this area here. And it is hardy from zones 8 to 11. So you kind of have to protect it if you want it to come back. It has this really, really nice purple flowers, or they have the pink flowers, but in any case they're going to be $17.97. They also have the corabels, also known as heuchera. This beauty here is from the Better Homes and Garden brand, which is the Walmart brand. And I have enough, I must tell you, I have enough corabels. I have a lot of them. They don't like the clay. I have to really, really amend my soil. And even when I amend the soil, you see them trying to get out of it because they just don't like a soil that is compacted. And even with me adding my pine bark soil conditioner, they just try to get out of that. So what happens is that they're supposed to be evergreen for me, but because of the soil, they might be semi-evergreen. They might look ratty when things get really, really rough, but they will come back reliably. Next up, we have hostas, the king of the shade garden, if you ask me. This beauty here is really, really nice. One of the toughest perennials out here and known for its great foliage. I keep my flowers on my hostas because I've noticed that the hummingbirds and the butterflies and the bees love it. They have different varieties here. This particular one here is the So Sweet, which I have, $5.97. This one here is the Diana Remembered, which I also have for $8.97. Both of those I have in my garden. They do amazingly well. All right, next up we have some dianthus. This beauty here is a beautiful, nice red if you're looking for something like that. This beauty here is the Super Trooper Scarlet. $8.97, requires full sun, guys. Let me know if you like dianthus and how they do in your yard. Right next to that, we have some calla lilies. Calla lilies are $14.97. This is a full sun plant and supposed to come back for me. I have one type of calla lily in my yard. I have the Captain Solo, which is yellow. But I've noticed that calla lilies are getting kind of expensive these days. I don't need any more, but I cannot deny the fact that these things are of some serious beauty. Let me know if you have calla lilies, if they come back for you, and how they do in your yard. I'm happy to report that they do have peonies, guys. Now, granted, they only have one variety, but I'll take what I can get. And I do have this variety already anyway. This beauty here is the Inspector Laverne. This guy here is going to be $17.97, guys, and they look really nice and healthy, and they are all budded up, so we are sure that this is the correct variety, even though they only have one. These beauties here live long, hardy to -40, and they are just absolutely amazing. Let me know if you have peonies in your garden and how they do. They've got little turf, also known as lyrope. This guy is a very reliable perennial, but it actually stays evergreen for me. $6.88, guys. I have it in my front yard, and it does really, really well. Has these really nice purple blooms, and the fact that it is variegated and had this really nice greeny yellow is really, really nice. Even more calla lilies. This one is going to be yellow. This guy here is a beauty, $9.97. They've got a ground cover sedum basket, guys. $9.97 for different types of sedums in the basket. Love them. They don't do absolutely amazing for me when I keep them in the basket, but I love them anyway. Let me know if you have these guys and how they do in your yard. On to more calla lilies, guys. This one is going to be white. Again, still $9.97. What a beauty, guys. Isn't this beautiful? Then we have more of the candy tuft, $6.88. Candy tuft, they bloom in the spring and in the cooler weather, really. They don't like to be burnt up. So mine are kind of in like a part shade, and they come back very reliably. Really, really nice. I have tough candy and I have snow surfer. More of the dianthus. One thing with my Walmart, they seem to love, some stores have a lot of the same kind of stuff. They have a lot of dianthus. Again, they don't tell you what type. They just say it's pink or whatever color it is. And these, again, $6.88. They're calling this one, just saying it's a green hosta, guys. No particular fancy name for this one. They've got blueberries. This beauty here is from the Expert Gardener brand, which is the Walmart brand. They are all budded up. Now, blueberries do well for me. The only problem with that is that it does invite the critters. So I haven't really to get the blueberries because they will eat your stuff up, guys. But I really like blueberries. They have them here for $14.97. On to the raspberries. Again, $14.97. These don't look budded up or anything, but I do have raspberries in my yard too. I haven't been able to actually get any raspberries yet, but we shall see. And of course, they have blackberries, $14.97. These are all budded up in my garden, and my berries are actually in a grow bag, so I'm able to move them out of the way from the chipmunks or whatever. But they do really, really well in my garden. Now, my Walmart is not known to have a lot of shrubs, and that's okay. They seem to be focused more on the perennials and the annuals, but for the shrubs, they have, azalea. They'll have some of the encore azaleas, so you can see they have the autumn sangria, and I've noticed that too. They seem to like to carry the sangria one, and it looks like that's the only one that they have. And then, of course, they have knockout roses. The knockout roses are going to be $19.97, and the encore azaleas are going to be $14.97. The encore azaleas are azaleas that bloom 3 times a year, spring, summer, and fall, and they love the sun. They have a smaller double knockout rose for $14.97. I remember a time when I was going nuts about knockout roses, and then I kind of stopped buying them, but they are lovely. They are disease resistant. They don't take too much fuss, and they have these beautiful red and pink and orangey peachy color. They've got a few Leyland cypresses, $19.97. Looks like this is going to be in a 2-gallon. And they just have a green giant arborvitae, $19.97. And these guys are hardy to -20. The issue with a lot of the arborvitaes here in the south, where we get so humid, these guys will do well in the north because the north stays cold longer, it freezes, but the south is just humid. So when I buy arborvitaes, I have bad luck with most of them. Some of them do okay with me, but I've noticed that for me personally, arborvitaes can be okay in part sun here in Georgia. Let me know how they do in your yard. Of course, they have a lot of starter plants if you're working on your edible garden as well. Of course, you're going to see a lot of tomatoes, a lot of peppers, a lot of cucumber, squash, herbs, all kinds of varieties here at Walmart. Please check out your Walmart if you're looking for any of these. They also have some forced tulips. Now, I must admit that tulips are one of the most beautiful flowers in the entire world. I must say that. But They just don't do well for me. I'm not going to hassle with tulips anymore. I can admire them from afar. But these are really nice here. They have this in a fancy container. It says it's women owned. You usually see this around Easter. And these are going to cost you $5.97, guys. Let me know if you love tulips. And they smell amazing. I'm standing right here and it smells really, really great. They also got some Easter lilies. See these guys every year. Again, $7.88. Woman-owned brand, they say. Really, really nice. Let me know if you have any of these in your garden. They still have a lot of bare root roses, guys, surprisingly, but these are going to be $12.88. I showed you these guys in an earlier video back in February when they first landed in the store. They have varieties like Olympiad, First Prize, Origold, New Year, Iceberg, and Blaze. Please check out your Walmart if you're looking for bare root roses. That's pretty much it for me here today, guys. Let me know what you think and let me know what you're seeing at your Walmart. Please like, please share, and please subscribe. Remember to hit that notification bell so you can be alerted on all my new videos. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.